So, this guy, Ivan the Terrible.
Yeah, he killed his own son, and then burned an entire city to the ground over a rumor, and invented a death squad to keep the fear fresh. This wasn't madness, it was method.
And it made him the most feared man in Russian history.
Ivan IV was born into Russian royalty in 1530. His dad, Grand Prince Vasily III, died when Ivan was 3. His mother, Elena, held on to power as regent until she was likely poisoned when Ivan was just 8. And then, the boyars, Russia's nobility, basically left him in the palace like a cursed orphan. He wasn't raised, he was tolerated. As long as they had power, they didn't care if the future Tsar was eating or setting cats on fire. Ivan grew up watching nobles fight, betray, and occasionally strangle each other for influence. And what did he learn? That, if he wanted to be heard, cruelty was more reliable than kindness. So he started small, torturing animals, throwing dogs off balconies. Just your average signs of a well-adjusted child. At 16, he crowned himself Tsar of all the Russias, the first ruler to do so. And for a while, he actually ruled well. Shocking, I know. Ivan reformed the law code, centralized administration, modernized the military. He took Kazan and Astrakhan, expanded Russia's borders, and even built St. Basil's Cathedral, a masterpiece that still survives Red Square. He married Anastasia Romanovna, who seemed to actually ground him emotionally, and for a brief golden moment, it looked like Ivan might go down in history as Ivan the Effective.
Then Anastasia died, and Ivan unraveled.
He believed she was poisoned. Maybe she was. But Ivan didn't need proof, just paranoia. And once that door opened, he never closed it. In 1565, Ivan did something most rulers only dream about. He split Russia in half. One part he ruled publicly. The other was his playground of terror. It was called the Oprichnina, and it came with its own death squad, the Oprichniki. Think plague doctors crossed with cultists, dressed in black, riding black horses, carrying severed dog heads as warning signs. Their job was to hunt down traitors, which, conveniently, included anyone Ivan didn't like. They raided noble estates, tortured people in public, confiscated land, and created a climate of fear that made even Stalin raise an eyebrow centuries later. In 1570, Ivan set his sights on the city of Novgorod. Why? He heard whispers that the city might be conspiring with his enemies, so he marched in with the Oprichniki and unleashed 5 weeks of hell. The numbers vary, but thousands were killed. Men, women, children, clergy, bodies dumped in frozen rivers, survivors tortured into silence. And remember, this wasn't a rebellion, this was preemptive punishment, just in case they ever thought of disloyalty. In 1581, Ivan got into an argument with his pregnant daughter-in-law. She wasn't dressed modestly enough. He beat her. She lost the baby. His son, also named Ivan, confronted him. In response, Ivan struck him in the head with his staff, a metal staff. The heir died days later, and with him, so did Ivan's chance at a stable dynasty. Legend says the Tsar wept over the body, begging forgiveness, but regret doesn't bring back heirs or empires. Ivan died in 1584 during a game of chess. Stroke, poison, no one really knows, but he died as he lived, paranoid, isolated, and feared. He left Russia in political chaos, no legitimate heir, a traumatized population, and a template for tyranny that future rulers, like Stalin, would revisit with pride. In Russian history, he's still called Ivan Grozny, the Terrible, though a better translation might be Ivan the Formidable, or, if we're being honest, Ivan the Inevitable. He crowned himself God's representative on earth, and then ruled like hell. Ivan the Terrible didn't just want obedience, he wanted fear that would outlive him. And in that, at least, he succeeded. If you are still here and enjoyed the video, give us a like and subscribe to the channel, as that really helps us put more of these videos out.